Hello everyone, this is Gayatri Joshi Thombre, your English trainer. Welcome you to Success EduTech. In the last video, we have learned transitive verbs, intransitive verbs, and main verbs, auxiliary, static, dynamic, regular, and irregular verbs. Today in this video, we are going to learn linking verbs, infinitive, gerund, and participle. That means all these non-finite verbs and linking from finite verbs. Today our main focus is going to be on non-finite verbs. So let's learn the difference between finite verb and non-finite verb. Finite verb change as per the tense, number or person. That means if the tense changes, then the verb is changed. Verb forms are changed. If the number of persons change, that means singular and plural is changed, then also that verb is changed. And person, that means third person, first person, second person. For example, for I we use am, for he we use is in present continuous tense. So in such a way these verbs change. On the contrary, non-finite verbs are unaffected by tense, person, or number. They do not change. In simple language, these finite verbs play a role of main verb, and non-finite verbs don't work as a main verb. So they aren't affected by tense, person, or number. Now let's move on to the subtypes of non-finite verb: infinitive, gerund, and participle. Infinitive and gerund act as a noun, so it's a combination of verb and noun. Thus, they are verbal nouns. And participle acts as an adjective. Here, mistakenly I've written a, but it acts as an adjective. Thus, it's a verbal adjective. Now, though they are infinitive and gerund are verbal nouns, the forms are different. Here, V1 is used with to prior to that, and here in the gerund we have used V4. That is a rule. Now in participle as it plays a role of an adjective, it should refer some noun. Now let's study its similarities. As all these fall under non-finite verb category, all these have similarities of non-finite verb. That means verb here used in these all. Now let's learn the similarities between infinitive, gerund, and participle. First is, as it is a combination of verb and noun, verb, to show its characteristic, it takes an object. That is its characteristics. Now second one is it doesn't act as a main verb. That we have already learned. Third one is it can be found anywhere. That means there is no such rule where only in subjective or an objective part it can be seen. So it can be found in both the parts, subjective or objective. Now here I have written an example: to obey elders is our duty. So it is used in subjective part. Examples we are going to see in the next slides, and we are going to study them, all of them one by one. So let's move on to that slide. As we have learnt, in infinitive, we have to use to before a verb. So here, to find fault is easy. Here the subject of verb is. Now, find is not a verb here. To find means that is a subject. Okay, and as a verb, it shows the characteristics of taking an object. So, to find is a noun, is used as a verb, is used as a noun. This infinitive is used as a noun, and it is a subject. Okay, because verb is that is a main verb in this sentence, and before that noun or subject is used, so it is a subject of verb is. Now look at the second sentence, second example. I love to sing. Here to is used, but that is after verb, so it is in the objective part. I love to sing, so it is an object of verb love. Now third example, to obey elders orders is our duty. Now again, to obey is an infinitive and it is used before a verb, main verb is. So it is a subject of a verb and mainly it is a verb. Obey is a verb, so it is taking an object of elders orders. Okay. Now next example, he asked to answer the question. Now to answer is an infinitive because to is used, verb first form is used, so it is an infinitive. It is used after main verb, thus it is in the objective part. So it is to answer is an object. Like a noun, it is an object of a verb asked. Okay. Now next, I'm showing you where and how an infinitive can be used. Now next is he wants to drive a car swiftly. Here to drive is an infinitive. It is used after a main verb wants. Then it is taking an object as well. Okay. So here is an infinitive taking an object, and also it is modified by an adverb. Swiftly. It is an adverb of manner that we are going to learn in the next video session. But right now, just focus on this. There can be an adverb which can modify a verb. Now, next example is he learned to get a good job. So, here to get is an infinitive which is used after a main verb learned, and it is taking an object, a good job. But now, here, he learned to what? So, that is a purpose. So, it is qualifying verb. So, he learned to get a good job. To get a good job. For what he learned, why he learned. So, it is, we are getting an answer of a purpose. So, we are getting to know the purpose of it. So to state a purpose or express the purpose, also we use, for that also we use infinitive. Now let's learn few other examples. To tell a lie is a bad habit. It is used as a subject, text, and object. Now, here, what I've written. Let's learn few other examples. To tell a lie is a bad habit. Here, to tell, again, an infinitive used before a main verb is, and it is a subject of a verb, and it takes an object, a lie. Now, next example, I have come to win the game. Here, to win is an infinitive. It has come or appeared after main verb come, and it is in the objective part, so it is an object of a verb come, and also it takes the game as an object with it because it shows the characteristic of a verb. Now, next example, his thought was to keep everyone happy. Here, to keep is an infinitive used after a main verb was, and it is in the objective part. If it is after the main verb, then it is in the objective part. If it is before the main verb, then it is in the subjective part. So, to keep everyone happy. Now, here again, everyone is an object used for keep verb. Next example is they are excited to learn. Here, to learn is an infinitive, and it is used after an adjective, so it qualifies an adjective. Next one is this chapter has to be taught. Here I've used to be taught because it's in the passive voice. In active voice we use only to plus v1. If it is passive, we are supposed to use to be plus v3. But here it is qualifying, it is used after the noun or regarding noun, so it is qualifying a noun. So in this way, in such ways also infinitive is used. So these are the uses. Now let's learn gerund. Gerund is in most cases, as we have learnt already, it is used as the same as infinitive without changing the meaning of a sentence. Only the difference is we use ing after verb, and in infinitive we use to before verb. So here, playing guitar is his favorite pastime. Now again, playing is used as a noun. It doesn't act here as a verb. So playing guitar is what a subject, because it is used before a main verb is. Instead of that, I can use here to play guitar. The meaning is same. Now playing guitar, playing is a noun, and as it is also a verb, it has taken an object with it, that is guitar. Second example is she likes swimming. So swimming is a noun which is used after like, that is main verb. So it is an objective. It is an object of a verb likes. Third one is I'm fond of making rangoli. Now here, making is a gerund, but it is governed by of, that is preposition. But make is a verb, so it takes an object of rangoli, and it is used after the main verb font. So it is an object, but it is an object of preposition, remember. Now next example is listening is better than speaking. Now here, or you can also use to listen is better than to speak. The meaning is same. Now here you can see better than. That means it also allows the degrees of comparison, right? So degrees of adjectives also it allows. So listening and speaking both are gerund because they are used as noun. Here listening is in the subjective part, speaking is in the objective part. This we have already discussed. Next one, which you're at your being promoted. Now, in spoken English, this rule is not strictly followed. I'm going to explain you what is that rule. Which you're at your. Here, in spoken English, we use which you're at you being promoted. But as being is a noun, okay, because we have learnt that gerund works as a noun. So as it is a noun, there should be possessive pronoun your. But if we use you, then nominative or accusative pronoun, then it doesn't work there. So we have to use possessive pronoun, but in written English it is mostly acceptable, or it should strictly be followed in written English. So every time we have to use your possessive pronoun and not accusative or nominative pronoun. That means subjective or objective case pronouns. If you need to learn pronouns and its types, then please check the link below in the description regarding pronouns and its types. You'll get to know what are possessive pronouns, subjective case, objective case pronouns. Now let's learn the participles. First is listening to the sarcastic comment on her, she was enraged. Here, word listening telling more information about a pronoun she. That means about a noun girl. Okay. That means it is qualifying a pronoun. And listen is a verb which is taking an object of comment, sarcastic comment. Okay. So this is a word. This is a combination of verb and adjective. So word listening is a participle because it is a combination of verb and adjective. So it is verbal adjective as we have already learned. Now second example is she saw a kid crying and searching his mother desperately on the road. Here crying and searching, these are participles. They are used, ing is used, and they are not nouns because they are referring to a noun kid. Okay, and they don't act as main verbs. Now, third example is deceived by his friends, he decided not to believe in anyone. First two examples are of present participle, listening, crying, and searching, because ing is used. Now, here ed is used in third example, so they are past participle. Past participle are easy to guess because only ed, d, t, n are applied at the end of the verbs. So, deceived by his friends, he decided not to believe in anyone. Okay, now here, deceived is what? A participle. Why? Because deceive is a verb and deceived is working as an adjective or qualifying noun. Okay, so this is a participle. It should qualify a noun or pronoun. Actually, he is pronoun, so it's qualifying pronoun in this example. And also, it should be a verb. It should take an object. Now, next one is a painted sculpture looked beautiful. A painted sculpture. Sculpture is a noun, and before that, painted is used, which is an adjective, but it is a participle adjective. Why? Because ed is used and before noun it is used. And basically, when there is such past participle adjective, that time it is done by someone. That means it has passive meaning. A painted sculpture. That means there is someone else who painted sculpture. Okay, so that is passive in the passive voice. Now, next example is a rolling stone gathers no moss. A rolling stone. Now, stone is a noun, rolling is an adjective, it's a present participle. A rolling stone, that means it is the stone is itself is moving, itself is rolling. So that is and that has an active meaning, active voice meaning. Okay. Now, next example is impatiently entering the room, he started investigating cupboards. Now, here, entering is a participle, ing is used. Also, it is qualifying a noun, pronoun, so it is an adjective. It is a verb, enter, which is taking an object, but again, it is qualifying by an adverb, impatiently. Okay, so sorry, it is modified by an adverb, impatiently. Okay, so they can be modified by an adverb. Now, next example is having been sent to jail, he couldn't vote. Now, here, having been sent to jail, here it is qualifying a pronoun. Okay, because it is telling more information. These are also called as participle phrases. Okay, so here he couldn't vote, having been sent to jail. From having till jail, it is a participle phrase. As it is telling more information about a pronoun he, it works as an adjective. And have is a main verb. Have is a verb, so it is a verbal adjective, that means participle. Now, next example is unemployment is the most burning issue in India. Now, here, the most burning issue. As I said, it also allows the degrees of comparison. The most, we can see here, the most. Okay, so the most burning issue. So it can be compared like an adjective here. Is a main verb here. Now let's learn the next part, that is next type actually, that is linking verb. A word or expression that links subject with predicate. That is linking verb. Let's learn some examples. He seems to be happy. There are all to be verbs are used in such linking verbs. He seems to be happy. Seem, felt are used as linking verb. They are linking verbs. Okay, so he seems to be happy. Now subject is he and to be happy is a predicate and it is linked by this word seems. Now next is I felt guilty. That is I is subject, guilty is predicate and it is linked by word felt. So that is a linking verb. She is innocent. So subject, predicate again linked with a verb is. Now it's a quiz time. Our last question was she sings songs and her brother plays guitar beautifully. Thus they performed on stage. And the answer is sings. As last time the hint was provided by me, that was there can be more than one types: mean, transitive, irregular, dynamic. All these four types. In these four types, sings verb is included. Now, plays verb is what main verb. It is transitive verb because it takes an object. It is regular because play, played, played. Here in sing, it is sing, sang, sung. And it is dynamic verb. My next video would be adverb and its types. Don't forget to watch that too. Now, today's question is guess whether it is gerund, infinitive, or participle and why. The sentence is all members in my family love eating food. This is a very simple question, very easy question. If you understand this topic, all these examples, if you understand, try answering this, and the answer of this question would be declared in the next video. And I hope you understand this video. If you understand, like, share, comment, and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video.